Welcome to Viewpoints, Mr. Perera. Now, with regard to the findings of your survey, how dire is the corporate fraud situation in the country?
In this survey, we did with about approximately 100 respondents. When you look at 100, it is not a big number, but in the corporate world of Sri Lanka, 100 is not a small number because we have only 250 companies. Within that, I think there are certain findings alarming, especially in relation to prevention. The fraud risk management is not that popular among the corporates yet. Need to look at it. In addition to that, we found the reporting process. If someone get to know about a fraud incident, reporting that to the respective parties concerned, also not very well structured. When you have that situation, say, I may be aware of something happening within my organization, but I am not aware. How do I report this? If I do this, whether anything can happen to me, is my job is safe? That is not there. So the corporate may have to look at that part.
Now, you did say that you had around 100 respondents to this survey, but was it a very satisfactory response considering the subject?
I think yes, because look at this way. Say, corporates are also responding for a survey of this kind for first time. So they may not know whether the confidentiality, whether they would like to share this information with third parties. As you know, Sri Lanka is a country, we culturally don't talk this type of things with the others. So we try to keep it to ourselves, our organization. So they may not like to talk about it. So considering that, this is a substantial number, and I was talking to my Indian colleagues. When they started it in India, first time fraud survey, they got only 83 respondents. So considering that, now our number is reasonably set.
According to the survey, Mr. Perera, who in the hierarchy of the companies is cited as being responsible for committing corporate fraud?
Yeah, it's varied. In most cases, it is the management. There are certain frauds happening within the organization. Top management is more responsible. Some are middle and the lower level management. Let's say frauds in relation to diversion of funds or theft, it is middle and the lower management is more responsible. Whereas a fraud of financial statement related, top management is responsible. You can see that from the results, the percentage of respondents have identified their frauds in case of financial statement fraud as the senior management involvement. In the same way, when it comes to the diversion of funds or bribery and corruption, it is more in middle and the lower level management.
As a final question, Mr. Perera, are there fraud controls in place and are the people aware of them?
This is the exact thing I was trying to figure out at the beginning also. I think awareness of fraud is not adequate. Because of that, even a fraud happens, the people within the organization may not realize it is the wrong thing and we should not encourage, we should report. That training, that awareness training has to come into the corporates, and the whistleblower protection has to come to the organization. With that, you can at least to reasonably minimize or marginalize the incidents of fraud.
Thank you very much, Mr. Perera.
Thank you.